You're watching The Shave.
Mr. Fine! Mr. Fine!
Fine Accoutrements helped ignite a craft shaving revolution in 2013. The journey began when the real Mr. Fine, Todd Cerami, came across a Today Show story online.
And actually, it was a segment that featured wet shaving and traditional wet shaving products. And I don't know, something about the style of it, the romance of it, and the fact that it was cheaper than traditional than supermarket razors. It just seemed like such an interesting way to go about things. Compared to what I was doing at the time, which is, the cartridge razors. As the story progresses, what happened was after I read Leisure Guy's book and I started using 3 passes instead of just one on my shaving technique and using better soaps, I started getting even better shaves, and it was like a whole nother awakening. I found Alt Innsbruck, a small niche cologne aftershave out of Austria, and I really enjoyed it. And the only problem was it was pretty expensive, and it only had 4 ingredients in it. So I thought, hey, 4 ingredients, how hard can it really be to figure that out? I was an investment advisor, and I had been in the investment business for 15 years. I didn't have any intention of building a shaving business or anything like that. I want the best aftershave ever, and I'll pick fragrances that are already known to wet shavers as being favorites, and offer them at a lower price and see what happens. And it took off. I had my parents over here sometimes, and my kids helping me out. I've got 4 kids, and a couple of them like to get involved. When Daddy was doing science, I'd start mixing things up in beakers at the dining room table and testing different formulas and putting labels and packing all the bottles and stuff for shipments. I wanted to be able to hire a contract manufacturer to make the aftershave. And when the business got to a certain size, I was able to do that. And they were able to replicate my formula exactly, and maybe even improve it because of the filtering technologies that they bring to the table.
Today, the Fine Accoutrements name is on about 30 products. Each one has to meet Todd Cerami's demanding specifications.
Every product I make specifically because I can't get it anywhere else the way it is, and it's exactly the way I want it. I love coming up with a product that's just, this is it. When you get there and you're like, whoa, okay, man, I put a lot of work into designing this, and when you get to the end, it's like, okay, here's a product that I can really be proud of.
The factory that manufactured Fine Accoutrements' signature soaps shut its doors in 2020. Todd had to find a new contractor. He also found a way to take a negative situation and turn it into a positive, making his soap even better than before.
Every hour I spent, perfecting this product really, paid off. I love this thing. It's like, this is the soap that, there's nothing else I could do to this soap to make it better than it is right now, in my mind. And if there was, I would do it, but there's not. So it's done. And when I get to that point, that's the process that really keeps me going.
It's all about the shave. The #1 source for wet shave news.